A week ago, it was Labour embroiled in a racism row. Tonight, it is the Conservatives. Having once been deputy chair of the party, Lee Anderson has now been suspended from it. The MP lost the whip after refusing to apologise for saying the Mayor of London was controlled by Islamists. Sadiq Khan hit back, calling the comments racist. Tonight, the Prime Minister released a statement of his own too, condemning intolerance of any kind. Our political correspondent Harry Horton has the latest.
6 weeks ago, he was deputy chair of the party. Tonight, Lee Anderson is no longer a Conservative MP, following these comments he made about the London Mayor Sadiq Khan.
I don't actually believe that these Islamists have got control of our country, but what I do believe is they've got control of Khan, and they've got control of London, and they've got control of Storm as well.
After growing criticism from Conservative MPs and ministers, tonight the party took action. Following his refusal to apologise for comments made yesterday, the Chief Whip has suspended the Conservative Whip from Lee Anderson MP, said a spokesperson. Lee Anderson said he understood he'd put the Prime Minister in a difficult position and said, "I fully accept they had no option but to suspend the whip in these circumstances." Lee Anderson's comments follow a week of intense debate about threats against MPs. London Mayor Sadiq Khan said the remarks were Islamophobic and racist.
We've seen over the last 2 days confirmation that over the last few months there's been an increase in anti-Muslim cases by more than 330%. These comments pour fuel on the fire of anti-Muslim hatred.
Some Conservatives say the issue goes beyond Lee Anderson.
When these colleagues are now starting to clearly show values and principles which are not Conservative, they need to start looking for a political party that is more reflective of their extreme views rather than poisoning this Conservative party.
If the accommodation is not good enough for them, they can get on a dinghy and go straight back to France.
Lee Anderson's controversial comments helped him rise up the party ranks. But tonight, his latest remarks have proved too much for the Prime Minister.
Well, Harry's here with me now, as you can see. And Harry, the Prime Minister has punished Lee Anderson, but there will be a faction of the party who are angered in turn by that punishment.
Yeah, I think there will be. And I think what this whole incident has done is exposed some of those splits within the Conservative Party. This morning you had ministers, former ministers, urging Rishi Sunak to punish Lee Anderson for these comments. But in doing so, Rishi Sunak risks stoking the right of his party, who are already pretty unhappy with his leadership. Now, tonight, Keir Starmer, the Labour leader, has said that Rishi Sunak needs to get a grip on what he calls the extremists within his party. But look, we're in an election year at the moment, and I think the last thing that Rishi Sunak wants to do is to pick a fight with his own MPs.